Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your March 2015 Taroscope reading with me. I hope that wherever you are around the world you have had a safe journey to this point in 2015. We're going to be doing 4 cards. The first one will be relationships and romance, the second will be finances, the third will be health, and the fourth will be career. And at the end of the reading we'll do something a little bit different as well. So Sagittarius, let's see what comes up for you for March 2015. The Two of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So we see overall you've got quite a lot of sword energy. It's often known as the more argy-bargy energy. So I think March for you will have plenty of zing behind it, like things going on and activities taking place. These two are quite low numbers, so they represent kind of newness and new beginnings. And this is the he's also quite new because he's a younger person and roaring in with action and energy. But let's go back to the start of the reading and the first card, which is relationships and romance. The Two of Wands, and he's holding the globe in his hand. For some of you, I feel that travel could be on the cards, and you may travel with another person. 2 people can sometimes be indicated in this card, or you may even meet someone while you are travelling. You may travel to go to be with someone as well. He's often looking forward, so he's contemplating about things within relationships. Now remember, relationships can be any form. They can be familiar, as in family, siblings, co-workers, friends, romantic. So there feels to be some degree of contemplation going on. You might even be contemplating, how does the relationship fit in your future? You know, does this other part of the relationship move forward with you in your expectations and your desires and your goals? So there seems to be something about that around your relationships and about looking out and seeing the future, you know, looking towards the future and what direction will these relationships go in. It has a feeling of contemplation and seeking answers. So it's definitely about seeking answers within relationships and gaining balance too. So if you've felt a relationship of any sort has been a bit out of balance, this might be a time when you try to address that and rebalance relationships again in one way or another. And oftentimes that takes time and it takes communication. So you might find yourself involved in communication. It could even be written communication, as in emails, or verbal communication, or listening. Now if it's regards love, again it's about balancing love relationships and bringing back harmony into relationships. And if you are interested in someone, you may have already met them and you might have written them off as being not the person that you're looking for, so you may recontemplate someone around you who could turn out to be a more fun partner than you had first anticipated. So give people a second chance. Now as we move into the Ace of Swords, which is for the finances, the Ace of Swords is often sudden new beginnings, like they come in unexpected oftentimes, and they can bring with them a little bit of fiery energy. So sometimes this can mean there are sudden changes in your finances around you, unexpected changes. Sometimes this can be for the better, and sometimes this can be more of a pain, like maybe a bill that crops up that you hadn't anticipated on, like something that might break down and needs to be fixed, and you go, damn, I didn't really have the money for that. So it would pay possibly in March to make sure you don't go overspending, don't go out wild partying and gambling thousands of dollars away or anything like that, and don't invest in things that are quick fire investments. Or if someone says to you, you know, buy shares in this because you'll get 40% return, think twice about that, because that's most likely a load of bollocks and it could get you into trouble. So it's it's still a good card, but it's a warning card as well, to just say be a bit cautious. Make sure you keep a track of where you're spending, what bills are coming in, and how you're investing your money. If we move to this one, which is health, it is the Ten of Swords. Now it can indicate, interestingly enough, physical back pain. So actual physical back pain. So if any of you out there, you Sagittarians, are suffering from sore backs, it would perhaps pay to go and have that checked, like a chiropractor or a physiotherapist or an osteopath or a healer, you know, like a Reiki healer or an energy block clearing healer. So something along those lines. It can also mean that you need to rest because you may have been doing too much, and you actually need to take some time out and re-energize yourself. Literally get some more sleep, calm down, slow down. And I know because you're a fire sign like myself, we often are full on and we don't take enough time to just stop and, you know, relax and enjoy ourselves. It can also be things related in this upper half of the body, so just make sure again that your health is as optimum as it can be, and that you're eating right, sleeping right, not over partying and ending up like this, you know, in a bit of a drunken state or something. So watch the intake of drugs and alcohol as well. So in regards to the career aspect, the Knight of Swords, he often, look at him, he's fired up and he's got lots going on, which could be tying into this. Maybe you're working too hard, or you've got too much going on at work that you need to take some time out. He often suggests that at your work, things get really busy and hectic and lots going on, in a positive manner, because that's always good, as long as you make sure you get enough time out from it. If you're looking for work, this can be something you could turn up with a job offer, and it could come up really quickly and particularly swift, which would be exciting as well. So career-wise, he's considered a good omen, albeit activity and rapid. So from that perspective, you couldn't really sit on your laurels too much, but somehow you need to manage it as well to make sure that it doesn't take perhaps all of your energy away from you. So that comes back to this bringing in a bit of balance and some contemplative time. Sort of a interesting reading for you, Sagittarius. You're almost like you're being told one thing and yet you're going to do another, or you've... So as I say, an interesting reading for you. Now we're going to move on to the last part of the reading, which is these higher energy cards, these goddess cards, and you can select a sort of a question on your mind that you would like resolution with. So just stick to one thought, because we're only going to be dealing with one card. It's just easier that way. And think of something that you would like a bit of guidance with, or a direction to go in, something that's on your mind or been bothering you, and we'll see what goddess energy can help you out with. Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Okay, so this Pele card is very powerful, surging earth energy as well, and fire. And so interesting because you're the fire sign, and it does talk about huge energy for you and seeking it. So your answer to your question might come from within your internal passion. You know, what is it, as the card says, that you truly desire? If you're doing something that you're only half-hearted about, or you're unsure if it's the right direction, or it's not really appealing, or it's not igniting you at the spirit or the soul or the heart level, perhaps it's not the right thing for you. I'm also just going to have a quick look in the book to see if there are any other messages here from Pele. I'll just read a little bit out for you because it's quite lovely, really. If you listen to the sound of your heart and breath, you'll recognise the ancient rhythms of your own internal drumming. This forever connects you to the mother of all creation and to the sound of the planet Earth. These rhythms can't be faked or forged, they're natural and eternal. What part of you are you trying to ignore? What part of you has been overly concerned with pleasing others to the detriment of hearing the sounds of your own rhythm? Now also, you might be able to hear in the background the sound of the summer cicadas outside, which of course is a very cyclical summer rhythm. And that's interesting, those two sounds are going together for you. So I think it is about listening to your inner being, who you want to be and what you want to be, which will help solve your question for you. So there you are, Sagittarius. I think March has got quite a few intrinsic messages for you. And another card, another meaning for Pele is make sure your career matches your true interests. Change jobs, go on a trip, which I talked about at the beginning. Invest time and money in manifesting your dreams and give yourself permission to go for it. Start a new business. Make an honest assessment of how you spend your time and list your priorities. Lots of messages for you within Pele. So have a wonderful March, everybody, and thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Kia kaha and much aroha.